Good evening, everybody. Or maybe good afternoon if you're watching this live on the West Coast. Anyway, welcome to twitch.tv/Bay City Chronicles. You might be expecting your regularly scheduled Bay City Chronicles playthrough, but we've got a couple of things happening. Mostly, one of our big driving plot points is on vacation this week. So we're giving you guys something a little bit different today. This is going to be issue 3 of Bay City Comics Presents NextGen. That's right, we are going back to, we're still in Solstice here, but we are going back to our teen superheroes as opposed to getting down and dirty with everything happening with Blackheart and Seraphim and the rest of the crew over there. So they're going to still gorge themselves over on the presidential food, while we're going to deal with what's happening here a little bit closer to home. So as I mentioned, this is Bay City Comics Presents Next Gen. This is a Masks actual play Twitch stream, I guess would be the way to talk about it here. And with this, we've got our full cast of characters here with us today. We are currently missing one because, well, in an oddly fitting theme for tonight, somebody at the blank camera has forgotten to do some homework, and they are currently getting that taken care of, which again is oddly fitting for some of the things I have planned tonight. So the racer will be back momentarily. However, right now what we do have Red Dragon the Janus being played by OPT Lawyer, and GiGi the Nova being played by Chameleon Ice.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Naresti is playing Kaiser the Legacy. So we'll be getting to that here in a bit. But this is, as I mentioned, oh, by the way, I'm your host. I'm TGE. And I will be playing at some point Rebound the Beacon. You will see a little bit of Rebound tonight in theory, hopefully. But this is issue 3, To Fall on a Sword. On the cover, you see the overlook of the city, as if someone's looking at it through a crystal ball of some sort, or overlooking it. In the outlines of the city, you can see what appear to be almost like those little "you are here" dots. They're like heat signatures. There's 3 of them. There's a red one, there's a green one, and there's a black one. And this sort of presence looking over the city is sort of eyeing. Like you can see, like whatever this presence is eyeing, and it's definitely its focus is on this red dot, which is sort of like overlooking the school which you all go to. So as we open the comic book to the first page, it's been probably a week or so since, maybe 2 weeks since you guys appeared on local public access television, doing your best Legends of the Hidden Temple and Whose Line Is It Anyway impressions. You have gotten no further information as to the whole thing with stage fright, even if you inquired. But a couple things are going to have to happen here first. First things first. It's been a couple of weeks, so everyone is sort of acclimated to school. That includes Drake, who was forced to enroll, much to his chagrin. But we are getting to the point where it's the first month and a half of school is getting to an end, so there is going to be some testing happening soon. And I've shown you guys this already, so you know kind of what's going on. But I'm going to pop this note up on screen for people. And the time has come that you guys have to do a little bit of proving here. So there is going to be a test at the end of this session. Okay? And this test, or a project or of some sort, and what this test is, okay, is this is a community-wide cleanup effort. But the school knows that if they just say have a community-wide cleanup effort, then they're not going to get a whole lot because, the youth of today need to be incentivized. So not only is this a community-wide cleanup effort, the whole thing is to be done in teams of 4. And whichever team can prove empirically that they have cleaned up the most trash or done something to the point of that it's getting attention, there will be a prize or a reward of some sort for that team. So the test will be rolled at the end of the session, and the label of this test is going to be Savior. So that is the test that you guys have coming up. In addition to that, it's been a couple weeks, so technically this is a time passes moment. So we have a couple of additional moves that we're going to have to do. We will deal with the Legacies move as soon as Nora gets back from homework %, but we do have a move here for our good friend, the Janus. So, Alex, I believe when time passes, you get to roll plus mundane, correct?
Yeah, I just did.
That is fantastic, considering that you shifted your labels last time and your danger is now high and your mundane is a little on the low side.
Yeah.
So, you are rolling. So you have been doing a fairly good job of keeping your obligations in check. In fact, on a hit, things are going very, very well. So your obligations, if I'm correct, are schoolwork, are a close relative, and your chores. Correct?
No. I made it. My home one is family obligation.
Family obligations. Okay, fair enough. That's basically, chores and the like.
Right, but the idea is that he has a lot of family things that he does.
Right. But we're going to use chores for this one because it kind of ties into what I'm going with here.
Fair enough.
So, over the past couple of weeks, considering the interaction that you had with your mother about the backpack and the library and the worry, and the fact that you're feeling really freaking guilty about a lot of the stuff you've been doing right now because it's been a little on the crazy side, and you don't intend to keep your mother worried.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been extra vigilant with doing all these chores to the point where your mother just sort of looks at you on like a Wednesday and goes, and I know that we've established the cranky Jewish mother-in-law voice. My voice is a little sore right now, so I'm going to try to not do that voice right now.
Fine.
Simply because it's like my throat literally hurts. I did a lot of accents last night, so just picture this being the Jewish mother-in-law voice, and we'll be good. So she looks at you and goes, so, Alex.
Yes, Ma.
So I was thinking, I think I've been a little hard on you the past couple of weeks, maybe. So I don't know if you have anything going on, but I've got everything covered. If you need to go out somewhere this weekend, you're good on that.
Oh, really, Ma?
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I think I'll take you up on that. What day is it right now, anyway?
Wednesday.
Gotcha. I've got a lot of stuff I want to get take care of. Nothing major, nothing important. Just hang out with a couple friends of mine, and we've kind of been working on some projects for school and whatnot.
No, that's good. Ever since that slipped up a couple of weeks ago, you've been good. You've been on top of all your grades. I haven't heard from Mr. Brunswick or Mrs. Krabopoulos or any of them. So you're doing good.
He actually looks slightly distant when she mentions Krabopoulos.
I'm proud of you for taking the time to really, think about what truly matters and not, run off and do something stupid.
Well,
and she's attempting to shift your labels.
Okay.
She's shifting your mundane up and your danger down.
I gotta accept that.
I thought you might.
So he looks at his mother. It's like, Ma, I know it's been a couple of years now. It's just the two of us, but I do care about you. I know sometimes it may seem like I'm kind of distant off in my own world and whatnot, but I don't do anything to hurt you.
I know. I just worry about you.
I know.
Get you back to school. You don't want to be late.
Right. Ah! Time! Right. Alex grabs his backpack and runs out the door. Gives a bye, Ma.
So he runs off towards school, and we're gonna again shift the scene this time over to GiGi. And it is again a Wednesday morning. So what are you doing before you get to school?
Well, let's see. It's before school. Has Dad already left?
Are you in your bedroom, or have you gone into the common areas?
Probably in the common areas by now.
Well, as you get out there, you're surprised to see that your dad is actually there and hasn't left for work yet.
She's kind of surprised. Then she looks and says, "Oh, Dad, you're leaving kind of late."
There's been a little bit of a schedule change. I'll be home later than usual, fortunately.
Oh, well, that's okay. Are you driving me to school this morning?
If you're okay with it.
Yes! I mean, yeah, that'd be great.
So, over the past couple of weeks, have you two talked at all about the being kidnapped and tied to a pole, being fed to a tank full of piranhas thing?
Yes. Specifically, I was thinking, like, after the whole them being sent off to be checked out by the hospital, that GiGi would make sure she's there. And, like, tell her dad that she saw what happened on the TV, and she was so worried and scared, and she's glad that he's all right.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, because if not, this is where I was bringing it up.
Yeah. They definitely have talked about that.
So he doesn't know about you doing the hero. He doesn't know about all of the hero thing. He knows what your powers can do, correct?
I actually don't think so.
So your uncle hasn't told him.
Most likely not. He probably didn't even know what hit him.
And you haven't told him. Okay.
Oh, definitely not.
He goes, yeah. But I've been thinking over the past couple weeks after, ending up with whatever that weird game show thing was, that I'm happy that I don't have to be worried about you getting involved in things like that.
Things like what?
Well, those three kids who ended up saving us. I'm glad that I don't have to sit there and be worried all the time that one of those could be you.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to worry about that, Dad. You gotta keep yourself safe.
You do too. Like I said, I'm just happy that I know I can trust you. I don't have to worry about my little girl.
You don't have to worry, Daddy.
And he's not shifting your labels, but I'm pretty sure he's marking guilty on you right now.
Oh, I was already insecure. I already feel bad about myself. So, guilty condition?
Yes, please.
Yay! I'm a psychological mess.
Oh, that's okay. The character I'm playing on Saturdays, the entire past 2 sessions, he's had all 5 conditions marked. It's been a show. But anyway, he gives us. But yeah, let's finish up and get you to school. I don't want you to be late.
Okay, Daddy. I'll make sure I get all my books. Yeah, Daddy, don't talk to any strange people and get yourself in trouble again.
I won't, sweetheart. I won't. So then
she goes to her room and gets her book back.
Yeah. So then we turn the page, and we get a scene of readers of our Bay City Chronicles line will recognize where we are next. We are in apartment 128 down by the docks. and we just sort of get a comic panel that's Hunter and Ven at this point, but editor's note, Sirocco, rebound. And Alice is in the corner. It says 2 weeks ago, and Hunter just sort of looks and goes, "Look, I get why you showed up there, but did you really need to be that hard on them? They're and Ven looks and goes, Hunter, why do you care that I was harsh on these people who you've only seen in passing? What does it matter if I was concerned for the way they were going about doing it? The biggest thing is to make sure that this is as safe a place as we can make it, because we only have each other left. And then we turn the page again, and it says, present. And we get a close-up of Drake, who has, in the past couple of weeks, has begrudgingly taken up residence with Kiev, because that was another one of the you have to bleeping do this things. But before we do that, the Legacy has a move that happens when time passes. So, whenever time passes, which it has, roll plus Savior to see how the members of your Legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the other players to answer these questions about your performance. Take -1 roll for each no answer.
Wait, where are my questions?
They are on your character, on your playbook sheet proper.
Do I have that somewhere?
You do. So there are going to be 3 questions that you're going to need to ask, and those answers are going to be directly responded for by Cham and OPT, or in this case, or Alex and GiGi. And every time they give you a no, you take -1 to your roll.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
What if we don't actually know?
They're yes/no questions.
Okay.
So go ahead and read the questions. Bottom of the second page, right underneath the moves. The legacy. It's right underneath. It's where you have the names written in on the playbook.
Also, if I look at the right one.
Yeah, it's page 12. Page 12 in the PDF document.
All right. So have you been upholding the traditions of your legacy?
Yes?
We don't know his legacy.
I was going to say, I don't really know his legacy.
Well, it's a generic question. Has what he's done, do you think would be anything that would tarnish a regular type of superhero legacy?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
so that's a yes.
Have you maintained the image of your legacy?
Well, considering you turned into a dragon to help save somebody, yes?
I felt the same way. Like, you did transform, you saved somebody.
Okay.
Have I made the other members of my legacy proud?
You went to school.
You went to schools, yeah.
And you answered the question really funnily. That was good.
Yes. On TV, too.
Yes. So you get to go ahead and make your regular roll plus Savior.
Ooh.
That's a heck of a hit. Okay, so on a hit, one of them offers you meaningful encouragement, an opportunity, or an advantage. Well, in this case, we know who that's going to be because you're kind of living with Kiev right now. So by default, I get to do that one. So, you do still have I'm assuming, a reputation for running a little behind. I'm just guessing. Am I spitballing incorrectly there?
I mean, yeah.
So you're running your normal levels of behind that you normally are, and surprisingly, sort of like the first time in a couple of weeks that he hasn't just been sort of yelling at you to get your bleepity bleep bleep bleepity bleep bleep out the bleepity bleep door. He has some colorful language.
Ideal role model.
But he looks at you and goes, "All right. I know these past couple of weeks have probably been a little harsh.
A little?
But kind of had to get you into shape, and I didn't really have a lot of time. So it's kind of been the accelerated lesson. But for someone who, a month ago didn't know what the hell they were doing, didn't even know what a shower looked like, you've picked things up pretty well."
Thanks, I think. Can you finish breakfast? I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. You'd think by now you would have gotten over it. But anyway, you've been doing good. Keep up the work that you've been doing. Because even if you're just improving a little bit at a time, you're still improving. And you need to be able to hold your own against the threats that are potentially coming. You need to be the one that the people see not as Drake, but as Kaiser, as someone they can look up to, someone who they know is going to be there. And he is shifting your labels.
Ooh.
He's shifting your savior up and your mundane down.
Right, my savior's at 3. Can he shift it up?
He can. You have to reject or take a condition.
Oh, so since I can't physically move it up, I actually have to reject
You either have to reject it or take a condition.
Do conditions reset, or do I still have them?
Nope. Your conditions, you still have them. So you are still angry, afraid, and guilty.
I felt guilty for weeks, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Don't worry, we're all having
That's
conditions.
Yeah, but if I'll be at 4.
Yeah.
I think I have to reject.
Okay, roll to reject influence.
What's that? Just the flat D20?
It's the flat roll, the flat 2d6 right underneath all the labels.
Ooh.
Okay, so first things first. Mark potential because it's a miss. Second, on a miss, their words hit you hard. Mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your label.
So I still took the condition.
Yep, you are gonna take the condition. You can go ahead and mark one of the 2 conditions you have left, and you're hearing, and that's actually a really good condition. You're hearing all this, and it's kind of getting to you a little bit that this is really the first time that you can remember having the weight of all of these expectations put on you. And it's not just like the weight of all these expectations. It's not something you're used to being. And you're not entirely sure that you can be what he's telling you to be. So even though he was shifting your savior up and your mundane down, we're going to switch it up, and your savior's going to drop, and your mundane's going to go up. But the good thing, the good thing for you is that triggers one of your moves, if my memory serves me correctly. I believe that triggers the legacy matter. Whenever a member of your legacy would cause your labels to shift, mark potential and take +1 forward.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So, you got 2 potential out of the deal. That's your advantage you got from your roll. And he was attempting to encourage you, make you feel better, and he just put,
way more pressure on you.
Then he looks at you, throws you a bag lunch, says, I know you're going to want that at some point during the day. Get your butt to school, don't be late. Oh, also, I'm not sure if you heard at the beginning, but the test that's going to be at the end is going to be a group community project testing Savior. So, we turn the page. and we get the the nice big picture of the school. It's the same picture. It's the same art. They just recycle it for every time they need to show the front of the school because why draw another picture of the school in the morning when you don't have to?
Right.
It's like in a video game where you get that same wake up animation like 7 times in a row because damn it, we made this animation. We're going to use it as much as we can.
Right.
It's one of those scenarios. The artist loves it because he only has to draw one thing, keeps getting all the credit for it.
It's so easy.
Yeah, we just have to see a little MR in the bottom of the school picture. So we see that, and then we turn the page again, and we get a couple of pictures. We get it's like sort of like a montage, a little bit of the school day. We see Drake and Alex are sort of in the same classes. We see GiGi and Hunter are in the same classes. So we sort of get that, and then we turn the page to lunch, and it just so happens conveniently that all 4 of you have, or all 3 of you plus Hunter, all have lunch at the same time.
Ooh.
So why don't one of you go ahead and describe this bland, obnoxious, annoying cafeteria in the school?
I mean, basically, it's your typical large rectangular kind of room that has those basic, the folding tables just in lines with the really cruddy, hard plastic metal chair things that are just, it's basically your typical school cafeteria, whatnot. There's some good lighting in it because they've actually put money into the thing, whatnot. There's they've got some windows to the outside courtyard.
Ooh, windows.
Yeah,
Yes.
In fact, there's a couple of doors that go directly outside. On good days when, you want to have some lunch outside or whatever. There's the walk-through kind of kitchen area where the students line up and go through for whatever the heck they're going to have that day.
Well, speaking of that, GiGi, what's for lunch today?
Well,
It's
knowing
Wednesday.
GiGi, which she probably has done, without doubt, actually, is she made her own lunch. She made a nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, we have a
Brought
very
some good
important
old
question.
gushers.
We have a very important question.
Oh, yeah.
What flavor jelly or jam?
Oh, definitely grape. Is that the right answer?
I mean, grape's
Definitely
okay.
not the right answer.
Grape's okay, but...
If you're gonna do grape jelly, at least just be Concord grape jelly.
Right.
There we go. Yeah, Concord grape. We'll go with that.
But grape is also the incorrect answer. OPT, what's the right answer here?
Strawberry.
It's also the wrong answer.
Oh.
Is it banana jelly?
No, it's orange marmalade. Come on.
Oh!
Come on.
Honestly, not much of a fan.
Likewise. GiGi would never. Never.
GiGi would never. So GiGi has the peanut butter and jelly sandwich and the gushers. Are they the sour gushers?
Definitely.
Oh, good. What does Alex have for lunch?
Let's see. What is Alex going to bring for lunch with him? Probably like a salami sandwich with some Swiss.
Oh, Genoa salami?
Sure.
La-di-da.
Drake, we already know that you had a tuna fish sandwich packed for you. What else is for lunch?
It's just a tuna fish sandwich. He's not a very good cook.
So the 3 of you have packed a lunch, and then GiGi recognizes this is Hunter, who comes over, and he has got what the school was serving, which is, you think that might be spaghetti and meatballs, but you're not entirely sure, and you're not, you poke the sauce, and it gurgles back, and it's a little crusty.
It's not meatballs, it's like meat sauce.
Is that moving? I think it's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he just looks like, I don't know. Just sort of scrapes it off and just puts it the one part of the tray that's left. He's like, this is gonna be gross.
Is it living?
It could
I
very
don't
well
know.
be.
I want to know.
Hand it over here. I'll eat it.
Of course you will. You eat anything.
He really does.
Weird. And he just he takes the scoop. He takes the spoon and grabs a napkin. And just puts this sauce mixture on the napkin and slides it over to Drake.
Do you want to have my sandwich?
But,
I'm good. I'm good. He just like takes a bite of the cookie that's on the plate.
that wasn't to me.
Oh no! I know you need it.
So you now have this, for lack of a better description, crusty, gelatinous pasta sauce on a napkin in front of you. What do you do?
Oh, it just inhales it.
Okay. It tastes like they added way too much tomato paste and oregano.
Oof.
Nice hint of oregano there. It's tasty.
And it's definitely and you inhale this and you definitely crunch down on something when you crunch down on a potato chip and you see that like you're eating this sauce, which is supposed to be a sauce. I mean, there's a bunch of ground beef in there, but you crunch down on something hard.
Probably an uncooked noodle or something.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That was a little crunchy. Swallow it.
He's one of those kids.
Wow.
Like, that's actually Hunter's reaction.
Yeah, Alex is just staring at Drake like, why do I know you?
Like, Hunter has that same look. It's like, why?
Anyone else in the cafeteria not want their spaghetti? That's really not bad.
Drake, we've been over this. You can't do this. It's embarrassing.
But I'm hungry.
It's your tuna fish. You'll be fine.
Oh, but he's hungry.
As Reba gnaws on a little bit of a cookie.
The tuna fish was eaten as he was walking to school.
Oh.
Hunter just Hunter just picks the cookie up and just slides the rest of the tray over. Like, I can't right now. He's just fine. And his entire lunch is just like the school chocolate chip cookie. But to be fair, the school, like, of all the things that they do, like, half the food is horrible, but the chocolate chip cookies, they are good, and they are about this damn big.
Right.
Oh my!
Alex looks over at Hunter and says, "Are you sure you don't want like half of the sandwich or something?"
I'm good, thank you though.
Okay.
I'll take it.
No. I'm fine.
And then you look over. There's a panel of Hunter like reaching into his pocket, and he pulls out a granola bar.
Okay, well at least he's got something. Alex is just
It's one of the two-pack Nature Valleys. It's definitely the honey oat.
Ooh.
Alex sees this and visibly like relaxes. Like, okay, so the kid's not going totally hungry.
And you can tell he eats her gushers.
So as this is sort of going on, Drake, you just sort of like get this weird feeling, like you know that sort of feeling that you get sometimes, like you get that chill that runs up your spine. Like, yeah, you like for some reason that happens. You get this really chilly, ominous feeling, and you're not sure if it's something bad's happening or you shouldn't have eaten that spaghetti sauce.
My stomach's grumbling a bit, guys. Not sure if I'm hungry or if it was the spaghetti, but it was good.
Your definition of good is making me want to upchuck.
Yeah, me too, Alex. Me too.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It's extremely scary.
It's better than the leftovers in the trash can the day after.
Okay, yeah. All right. I don't mean
Alex, you can have the rest of my gushers.
Alex, based on that reaction, I think you and Hunter both need to take a powerful blow.
I'm not disagreeing with you in any way, shape, or form. Ooh. I forget what happens when that happens.
Well, when you take a powerful blow, on a 7 to 9, choose 1. You struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you lash out verbally. Provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict the condition.
I mean, he's already doing pretty foolhardy action.
Right, and so Hunter just sort of like reels back and he's like, I'm gonna need a minute, but I'm okay. and he's just sort of like looking down, like he's about ready to heave.
Yeah.
But
You
Lash
you
out.
don't really eat trash, do you, Drake?
Lash out verbally.
I mean, occasionally the shop owners would, when they weren't yelling at me for sleeping on their back porch, would give me some food.
so you're
No,
gonna
it
lash out
wasn't.
verbally. How? Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Like, Alex just kind of puts his hand in his forehead and says, Drake, that is absolutely disgusting! How in the world could you have ever lived like that? And, like, please do not tell me the most disgusting thing you've ever done, because I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, God.
I mean, when you live on the streets,
What happened that
What
you
did
had to
you
do that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Understandable. I'm sorry. That is... Oh, man, I don't even know how the heck you could possibly have done that. Kudos to you, I guess.
It's not his fault.
I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying I can't believe you would have had to have done that. Oh. And he's still here, so as I said, kudos to you for making it. Please tell me you have somewhere to live now?
Well, I mean, that old geezer kind of made me go to school and live with him, so I'd make it to school.
I mean, that's better than not.
I didn't have to go to school.
I mean, yeah.
At this point,
I
Rebound
got-
sort of
Wanted to do.
Rebound looks back and
Who?
or Hunter looks back. Excuse me, I'm interchanging. Hunter looks back, and normally he's got a very vibrant expression on his face, like. But the stare you get back as he turns his head back from the vomit is very, or that dry heaving is very polite. He just sort of looks, and if he notices that GiGi and Alex are there, he completely is ignoring them, and he is just staring a hole through Drake.
Did you
Hunter?
see the nurse?
Alex does this thing where he waves his hand in front of Alex's eyes. Hunter?
You get no response. Like he just sort of
Hunter? Like, Alex actually puts a hand on his shoulder and gives a shake.
blame to want to do
What was that?
What'd you say?
is that you want to do. I can make that a thing.
What?
What?
You heard. You said that you don't appreciate being forced to do things. Want your freedom. I can give you.
You're kind of scaring me, kid.
Are you okay?
Hunter?
For the record, that's the actual voice you hear. It's not Hunter's voice. It is that voice in that cadence.
That's not good.
Like, Alex does this thing where he look just back like, oh.
Yeah, Gigi
I-
kind of scoots away and she's
I
like,
need you to think about my offer, boy. Your freedom. I can give it to you.
Who are you?
At this point, Hunter just sort of turns his face to you, and this really creepy smile comes across it. I am destruction.
Hi, Destruction. I'm Alex.
And he stops for a second, just flabbergasted that he's going through this villainous monologue, and you introduce yourself properly.
Oh, that wasn't your name. Oh, sorry.
Well, Alex, I can make you same offer I made him. I can free of the burden you carry. I can grant your freedom.
I'm pretty free right now, but thanks. I appreciate that. Not really sure I appreciate things going into my friends to make this
And then
offer.
he turns.
What's the cost? Let's talk about this. What am I offering you to get this?
Drake.
Frank.
It's very simple. I need a place to reside.
Are you like a ghost?
I mean, I don't think the old man would like more visitors. He already hates me,
Old
so
man is a fool. Old
I
man
mean,
is a disgrace.
I mean, yes, I agree, but
Then help me do what needs to be done and eliminate the remainder of the brood.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. I'm brute. I don't want to
Join
eliminate.
me, and you'll get to choice is yours. And then Hunter just sort of, you just sort of get this sort of, and he just sort of looking at everybody. What? Why are you all staring at me?
Are you okay?
I think so, but why are you all staring at me?
Hunter, do you remember anything about the last few minutes?
Yeah, I've been vomiting because someone eats trash.
Okay, no, you started talking.
You guys all started staring at me.
You were saying the scariest things in the weird voice.
You blanked out for the last few minutes. You don't remember any of it, I guess.
No, I haven't been saying the scary things. That's been Drake. He talked about eating trash. That's the scary thing.
That's not the scary thing. I mean, that's the disgusting thing. That's not the scary thing.
You got so pale.
You did.
Did?
Yeah, something just was speaking through you.
I mean, somebody was speaking through.
Something was using you to speak to us.
No one was speaking through me.
Yes. Hunter, it
It was
just
sort of like
happened.
those things like out of that movie my dad watches that I'm not supposed to see, The Exorcist.
At this point, when you say the Exorcist, Hunter just stops and then turns his head slowly to you. You mean like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, don't do that.
Yes, exactly like that, actually.
You guys are joking, right?
No, Hunter,
No.
we're not joking.
You might want to see the nurse before you go home.
I
just in
don't think
case.
the nurse is going to be able to help with possession.
I mean, they help with everything else.
When was
Oh,
the
yes.
last time you knew of a nurse that dealt with apparently like I need a Ouija board is what I need.
Or possibly an exorcist.
Yeah.
He looks and goes, well, now that I think about it, I think there's someone in 9th grade whose name is Linda Blair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, right.
I love the delayed reaction, Chammy.
Took a second. But no, you were saying really awful things to Drake.
It wasn't
and
awful.
Alex.
It was actually kind of scary.
Well, he was telling them to hurt people. To get
I
rid
didn't
of
say it hurt me, but he just said the
Why
old
would I
man's a
tell
fool.
anyone to hurt people? What are you talking
He
about?
said to get rid of, what was that, the brood?
Brute,
Brute?
I think.
Why would I want to get rid of it? I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
Drake, tell me you're not seriously considering that, by the way.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
So we have
Are
to
you really not?
What he wants to do is eliminate my people.
That's bad.
That's very bad.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You just said you were homeless. How do you have people?
The Brood
Oh, it is the Brood.
are
Okay.
dragons.
Oh, is that what she calls
Oh.
herself? I thought it was a gaggle. Sorry.
Wait, I thought it was a flock.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Brood. I read about it once.
Oh, okay.
Well, based on what you guys are telling me, I guess this guy wants it to be a murder.
Yeah. Sounds
Wow.
like.
That one kind of hurt.
That one was, yeah.
Wait, is it not called the murder of crows?
It is.
Yes, it is.
It is 100% called that.
DJ actually kind of looks over at Alex and says, "What are we gonna do?" And she kind of like looks over at her, is like, and she's kind of like raising her eyebrows and like, it's like we should like, we gotta be quiet about it, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yes. What do you want?
I could go do some computer research. Whatever that's gonna help.
Okay. So, at this point, you hear a indicating lunch is over.
Oh, I hated that sound.
Yeah. Right.
Like non-flashbacks with that sound now.
Right.
Aren't you a little young for that?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's meet after school. I have an open period later. I'll go to the library and see what I can find.
Alrighty. We'll see you there. Oh wait, do we know about the project yet?
I'll
Yes,
assume
it has
so.
been announced.
Okay. Never mind.
Yes, so the project has definitely been announced.
Right.
So we're going to turn the page, and it's free period. So Alex is in the library.
Yep. He's typing away at his computer. Or
What is he doing?
He is trying to find anything he can on possessions of people offering freedom.
Most of the websites you would get to are blocked by the school filter.
Yeah, but he's a hacker. He wants to get around that.
Then you'll have to roll to unleash your powers.
This is going to be really bad, but that's okay.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
I actually
Oh, dear.
rolled a 3.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! So you start typing away, and I just had an egg roll fall on top of me, and it's kind of disgusting.
Ew.
I'll eat it.
Of course you will, Drake. So you're click, clack, typing away, and then the screen flickers for a moment. And instead of finding what you were attempting to find, you get what appears to be a face. But it's a face in the shape of a crescent moon.
Oh, God.
And I'm assuming you're hacking with headphones.
Oh, yeah.
You hear a very robotic-style female voice.
Ooh, sexy.
I told you we would find you.
Alex mutters to himself, like, I'm not looking for you right now.
No, but I was looking for you.
How did you hear me? I don't have a microphone.
I know what you're looking for, and I can give you the answers you seek.
Oh, like I'm going to trust you.
Question is then, how much do you want to know about what you were looking for?
What are you offering?
I can tell you what it is specifically you're looking for and what they are. In return, I ask for nothing yet. Simply a favor for later.
I don't trust you. I don't. What kind of favor?
Favor that I will need you to do. I don't know what it is yet. I don't need it currently. The choice is yours.
Yes, I know.
And in your ears you hear doo doo doo.
Alex just rolls his eyes. Would you mind? I'm actually trying to think here. Fine.
Excellent. Go ahead and mark down on your sheet favor owed to the moon.
Where do I do that at?
Somewhere in your notes section, doesn't matter.
I don't have notes section on here, do I? Oh, yes, I do. Do I?
On the sheet proper, if you go to edit,
Oh, okay.
you should have bio. Just put it in the bio and info section. And then you hear the voice. Very well. What you were attempting to find information on is a being known as Interitus.
Interitus.
Yes. Also called the Bringer of Destruction.
He did call himself that.
It is an ancient being with an eternal grudge against anything and everything to do with Draconians.
Which is why he's targeting Drake.
As for how to stop him, I don't entirely know all of that. But it would definitely take somebody of equal ability, and I believe it's tied directly to the Draconians.
Of course it is. Why would you offer this to me anyway?
Maybe I'm just trying to help. Maybe I too have something against Interitus. Or maybe it's as you say and I'm trying to lull you into a false sense of security.
No, that's not gonna happen.
You'll have to wait and see. I will call you when the time comes.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Alex Stanton.
Alex shudders.
Well, you're on the school under your credentials.
I know, but still. The fact is that, no, just from the whole thing, not because he should come, just because, you know.
Then you just hear a sound of a door
Right.
closing, and you're back, and you're back on the Zoogle home screen.
Alex, so the next comic panel is Alex just kind of like, he sits back in his chair and just kind of sighs, like, oh god, what in the world have I just done? Alright. And then he looks at the clock, and then grabs his backpack and starts heading off to his next class.
So the rest of the day goes off pretty much without a hitch. And he gets to the end of the day, and I'm assuming you meet at the aforementioned meeting spot.
Yes.
Yeah. So you go, and behind the school, there's a little park. Basically, right across the street from the school, there's a park, and in this park, that's usually where you meet. And why don't you go ahead and describe sort of the area in which everyone can stand a little bit to it. So what is this place where you're meeting look like?
Well, it's in the park, so it's got to be a clearing. It's a picnic table. Off in the far distance is the kid playground, whatnot. this is like, this is like a kind of an area for, I don't know, picnics or whatnot, but it's actually rarely populated because there's like multiples of these all over the place, and this is the one that's kind of far enough off the beaten path that nobody actually comes to all that often. So it's perfect for the three of us to kind of come to.
And it's got the weird tree shading.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Alex is the first one there, and he's impatiently waiting for everybody else to get there.
Yeah. While you're sort of patiently around, you hear this from above you. Alex, why are you so nervous?
Alex looks up.
Hunter is sort of perched in the tree.
Okay. Number one, what are you doing up there? Number two, I have reasons. Don't worry. I know what's going on, and I really don't like it.
Yeah, he sort of like swings down, uses the tree branch like it's a parallel bar, and does like a full backflip and lands in front of you.
I forget. We don't know Hunter's rebound, right? Out of game.
We don't.
Okay.
No. But you do know, like, if you interact with Hunter, you do know that he is, for lack of a better term, a parkour prodigy.
Fair enough.
So he's always doing, as it's been quoted at him several times, that he needs to, quote, stop doing the flippy shit. He has been yelled at several times for, quote, doing the flippy crap on school property.
He just made a wrestling reference, and I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, I purposely made a reference there.
I was just wondering.
Like, that was an inside reference that I knew you would get.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Oh, God, yes.
Okay.
Like, 90% of my references I make with a purpose.
No problem.
So he's just sort of sitting there and does this sort of like the landing and unintentionally does the superhero landing.
Gotta look extra cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's like a 5'2", 110-pound,
right,
like brown-haired kid.
You gotta look cool.
Right.
So they're sort of sitting there, and I'm going to assume that GiGi is the next one to show up.
Yep, she's showing up, and she has Murnau's kind of in a book. It's a very clearly book thing. The book is very clearly about like spiritual possessions and about like occult stuff, because she's like trying to do her own research, but she's kind of coming and saying, "I can't find anything about." Oh, hi, Hunter, Alex.
Hey, GiGi.
And she runs over and just, I couldn't find anything.
Don't worry.
Really?
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
You don't seem happy about that you found it.
I'm not actually happy about that I found it, because I'm not really happy about what I had to do to get it.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Don't worry about it.
You can't just say you're not happy about what you did and then not tell us what you did.
I may have made a deal with somebody I shouldn't make a deal with.
Alex.
Yeah, well, they keep finding me, but for some odd reason they offered me information.
They?
Yeah.
Do you mean
yes.
the people?
Yes, I do.
Oh no!
I know.
Oh, that's bad. They could really hurt you.
I know, but I didn't feel like I had a choice because can't just let our friends get possessed by people.
So Drake, I'm assuming, is the last of the four to wander into the scene.
What's up, guys? Huh?
Drake, there is somebody coming after you.
You think?
How did you pronounce it again, Teach?
Interitus. Literally, out of game, it's the Latin word for destruction.
Fair enough. Interitus.
Huh.
Apparently, they have something against the Dragon Clan.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The information I have is that they are coming for you.
And you found out how to stop them too, right?
She wasn't entirely sure. It had
That's
something.
kind of the important
had
part.
something to do with the Dragon Clan, the Brood, or the Dragon Clan.
I don't know if that helps us a lot. Like, we know their name, but... Like, we don't exactly know... Does that name sound familiar to you at all, Drake?
Well, there are some prophecies, but nothing really useful.
Prophecies?
Like, what kind?
At this point, I'll believe anything.
Well, it's just that it works. Well, in that case, I'm 21.
Except that.
No, you can't have a beer.
I want a beer.
Trust me, no, you don't.
Wait, you've had one?
One time, I tried a little
so it's
bit.
okay for you. So it's okay for you to have the one time, and you're yelling at me because I want to have.
Trust me, I said, trust me, you don't want one. I had a little bit of one once because Mom was. It was after Dad. Anyway, I tried a little bit of one. It was awful. Don't worry, just don't.
Yeah, I'm more of a wine fan anyway.
Wait, so you all have.
Dad left a can of what was Mountain Dew on the counter. It wasn't Mountain Dew.
He has this like Hunter just has this sort of like look on his face like he's physically hurt by this.
You're not missing out on anything.
You're not missing out.
It tastes yucky.
It's awful.
I don't know, it's pretty good with spaghetti.
I figured he'd say.
Yeah.
I thought you were my friends.
We are. And as your friend, I'm telling you, it's awful. You don't want any.
Besides, under all the TV shows and such, you know, they say like winners don't do drinks, and well, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not.
When was
We
the
don't need
last
that
time
stuff
you
anyway.
watched TV, Gianna? Like your nose is always in a book.
Anyway, back to the prophecy.
Right.
Yes.
Please.
So, there's always one dragon clan, one brood, that is exiled from the community.
Mm-hmm.
They are the protectors.
Oh.
Their job is to protect the brood from the outside world. Your world.
So that's what you're supposed to be doing?
I wasn't supposed to be doing it yet. But events have unfolded in a way that we weren't expecting. The previous exile was killed by some lunatic and what had to...
Sorry.
It's even worse. But he was killed by some lunatic who was in nanotech armor.
What's nanotech?
It's like these really, really small pieces of technology that can basically be formed and used to do anything, and you can get them. And some people can have them injected into them. They do really cool things, but a lot of it's used for like medical technology. And he sort of looks. I thought that was common knowledge.
Not here.
Also, Drake is just glaring at Hunter for knowing as much about nanotech as he does.
Why do you look mad at me?
Do you know who has that armor?
Why would I know who has that armor?
Do you know about nanotech?
I mean...
Yeah, I know about nanotech. My stepbrother is an intern for Stormbreaker Technologies.
Oh.
So I know about nanotech.
He's nanotech over there?
Oh, okay.
Thought that was the
the
medical...
Stormbreaker? Where is the Stormbreaker?
He sort of looks and shows and like points to the V-shaped building, like the one that we see all the time.
Oh,
And
that's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody kind of knows that one.
You're not gonna go over there, are you?
Yes.
I mean, first of all, the building's force sealed. You can't get in.
I'm a dragon. I don't think that'll be a problem.
If they've got a force field, they don't care if you're a dragon.
Yeah, and I don't think you really want to make people mad over there because there's a lot of stuff and they're like really powerful and really really scary and
They're the reason I'm going to school now.
You don't know that
He killed him.
you don't know that
I
it's
saw
there.
him do it.
That doesn't mean you know that they have to be there. Like,
Who else has nanotech?
I mean, it could have been stolen. You have no idea.
yes, exactly.
But it's their fault.
No, wait a second. Aren't we kind of losing focus? Like, you kind of got to worry about the people that are going to be trying to hunt you and hurt you right now. Like the Stormbreaker build isn't going anywhere.
That's actually true.
They would be after the last word, Guardian.
Right, so we take care of this threat first, and then you can go your Stormbreaker hunting.
But there's no need to go over there. Like, you don't know that anyone there is responsible for anything. Like, you don't. Why would
It
you
is kind of
go over there?
rash.
Yeah. But at the same time.
I will give this to you because to Gianna especially because she spends more time with Hunter than the other two.
Mm.
He's acting super weird, like really like hyper defensive weird about this whole thing. Like, you definitely get the impression that there's something he's not saying.
Fine. Whatever. I'll deal with them later.
Yeah, we actually do have to deal with this other thing right now because I gave up a lot to get that information.
You gave up a lot?
Yeah, I owe some people a quote-unquote favor later, and I don't really like them.
Can I do Pierce the Mask 100 to see kind of like why he's acting kind of weird?
You certainly can. Alright, when you pierce the mask to see the person beneath, roll plus mundane.
Oh dear. Oh wait, that's not bad this time. Yay! Do I have influence over him or no?
You do.
Yay. Oh dear.
Okay,
Not too
so
hot.
you just so you don't get to ask the question. So explain how it looks as you're trying to sort of get a look into what Hunter's actually thinking.
Well, as Hunter like gets kind of nervous and clearly is a little bit antsy. Like Gianna moves a little bit closer to him, and she's like tried to cover him a little bit, like trying to like pat him on the shoulder and like it's okay. But she's also kind of like taking a look at him, and she's like, "But why are you so worked up?"
He just spins around like super quick, and just I'm not going to yell because there's people in the house, but just sort of spins around. I'm not worked up.
Okay.
Alec or Hunter, that's being worked up. Like Alex kind of jumps as he says that. Looks, Alex, that's definition of worked up.
He sort of looks at you.
Like, what's going on, bro?
Like, said her stepbrother interns there, so I weirdly don't want someone going in there and causing a ruckus and for him possibly get hurt. I can't lose anyone else. And he mumbles that last line.
Well,
For the record,
It's okay.
he hasn't told you about, like, this is the first time you've heard anything at all about his family or his personal life at all.
Right. But nobody's gonna hurt your stepbrother.
yeah, no one's gonna hurt your stepbrother. No one's gonna hurt anyone. Even Drake, because as far as I know, Stormbreaker is impossible to get into without an invitation. As far as I know, Thomas Casey doesn't really invite anybody.
My brother tells me he's definitely a bit of a hunk.
I don't know what they do in that building, but they definitely put out some good software. I've never successfully hacked them either. I tried. Didn't work.
He just sort of looks. You tried to hack.
What? It's a hobby of mine.
And you wonder why random people are cutting you deals.
Yeah, no, I don't actually wonder, but I kind of am. I wasn't going to do anything. I just wanted to see if I could do it. He's got really good net security, let me tell you.
Yeah. For the record, just remember, you don't know that Hunter knows you're Red Dragon.
Oh, no, I know this. That's why I'm just talking about hacking into things. Or, I mean, I know that he... Whatever.
Yeah.
I know that you know that I don't know.
Right.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I mean, where could we even go with this information except, I don't know, probably this other, if Drake, if you've got other people.
Hunter thinks for a second. I may know someone, but I gotta go make a couple of phone calls and see what I can get for information. I'll be right back. And he sort of bounds off.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, so yeah, he's gone. Alex looks at the rest of you guys like, I don't even think this is a thing Red Dragon can help with, quite frankly, because this seems a lot more metaphysical. Drake, we probably need to get your brood involved or something. They probably know more about this than we would.
You said you were staying with somebody, right? Like an old man?
Yes.
Does he know about the dragon stuff?
I mean, I assume he would have to.
Yes.
We should probably go talk to this guy.
Do
We probably don't want to get Hunter involved.
I mean, yes. We probably have to.
Fine.
As you're walking off back towards wherever you want to go, you hear this. I've been looking for you for 2 weeks. And coming into view in the park is this, for lack of a better term, scantily clad, blonde-haired woman. And I say scantily clad in the sense of she's wearing what appears to be form-fitting bikini-style power armor with boots that go up to her knees.
Oh, for
It's
crying out.
pink. It's bubble pop pink.
Hi, ma'am.
I wasn't talking to you. She's looking directly at Gianna. I was talking to her.
Alex looks at Gianna and says, why would somebody be looking for you?
So let me ask you something, sweetheart. Do you think it's funny to be flying around doing whatever it is that you were doing and puking on people?
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Did we lose him?
Can you guys hear me? There we go. Hi.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
So-
What part of that did you all miss?
I actually heard all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's
She said, I would never. I don't fly.
honey, that's a lie, and you and I both know it. And she's just on this big old wad of gum.
I feel
What
so
was this-
personally
yeah.
offended.
What was this huge bubble? Sorry, on the gum again. I know that 2 weeks ago that was you up there, whatever that thing was. And I looked up, and next thing I know, there's this huge, just waterfall puke coming down on me, and I've been trying to find you for 2 weeks. You gotta pay for that.
Oh.
Oh, that was... Oh, wait.
You see Drake kind of just backing off behind everyone.
Yeah, Alex kind of looks over at Drake and says, oh, that was actually when you... Oh.
Oh, she saw us.
She saw you.
Me,
Well,
yeah.
well, I mean, clearly she saw us and felt what was in my stomach.
Oh! So it was you who puked. She looks at Alex and Gigi. You two are free to go. My problem is with Sunshine right there.
No,
Don't
it's
call me Sunshine, ma'am.
it's my fault. I made Mr. Moth fly too fast.
Mr. Mo- what the hell's a Mr. Moth?
It's really hard to explain, but Drake's already having too many problems right now, so you don't need to get mad at him. I flew too fast. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it is your fault then. And she just spins around and roundhouse kicks you right in the face.
What?
Take a powerful blow.
Kicking a 13-year-old girl in the face.
She's an entitled, spoiled, rich kid. She doesn't care.
I'm wearing glasses, even. Oh, wait, that's good.
That's good. That's
Yes.
very good. So, nice roll. You like nice roll with the snake eyes there. So, on a miss, you mark potential and explain how you weather the blow.
Well, as she's gonna be wheeling around on a kick like that, her foot's actually gonna kind of impact a strangely soft, fuzzy form. As Sassy suddenly is right in front of Gianna.
Alex is... God, I'm never getting used to that.
I couldn't help it that time.
What in the hell is that? Oh, she just says, I like where this is going. So, that just happened. So, Gigi, you just almost got kicked in the face. What do you do? For the record, this woman seems to be at least like, late teens, early 20s.
Whew, that's a tough choice, but she's actually been kind of mad and angry lately. And she did just try to get kicked. And probably out of scared reflex, she's gonna have Sassy punch her back.
Okay, roll to directly engage a threat.
Can I charge my powers before, I guess?
You can charge your burn if you would like to.
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead and describe how that looks on the page.
Because Gigi isn't really quite ready for this, we see a panel of, like, sort of energy around her kind of coalescing just a bit, and she clearly looks very frustrated at all this that's going on, and that kind of energy starts to mimic on Sassy. As she, charges her burn, which I think is a value of 3 for my conditions.
Isn't there a button for burn on your sheet?
It says, yeah, there is. Just press the button and it should read.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, I charged 3 burn.
Alright, so hold your 3 burn.
Okay, but yeah, she was gonna have Sassy, punch back at her. Which would probably be, honestly, a reality storm, considering how she's kind of feeling a little bit threatened right now.
Okay. So, you channel Destructive Burst with your powers. Spend 1 burn to directly engage a threat using your powers, rolling plus Freak instead of plus Danger. If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend another.
Well, this sounds about right.
Alrighty, so go ahead, spend the burn, and roll to directly engage using Freak instead of...
Okay, that's a 10.
That is a 10. So, directly engage a threat. On a 10 plus, pick 2. Resist or avoid their blow. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. And how does this sort of manifest as Sassy just sort of going up there and just punching her? So what 2 are you picking first?
Probably the one where it frightens.
Okay.
And the one, I don't have anything to take from her. So the one that probably creates opening for my allies as well, in case.
Okay, so you're going to create an opportunity for your allies and press, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Are you spending the other burn?
I'm gonna say no, because Gigi's a little bit out of her element right now.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is you, for lack of a better description, you overclock Sassy. So Sassy just sort of comes up and just Mortal Kombat uppercuts this chick. And, like, we get a little editor's note in the bottom. Toasty!
That is appreciated.
Yep. So, like, I mean, and she gets overclocked. Like, this punch sends this, like, goes. And it's supposed to be an uppercut, but it's sort of like a hook punch.
Mm-hmm.
And just punches this woman. And with way too much force, sends her flying through about 5 trees.
Oh, no.
And crashes into the fountain in the middle of the park, which is this beautiful ornate fountain with a golden squirrel statue on top of it.
No!
Crashing into the squirrel statue, just completely toppling it. Push!
We should probably go.
The opportunity your allies get is they get to run away.
So the next comic panel is like probably Alex and Drake both staring like straight at her as this has happened, and then down at GiGi, and then back up at her, and like look at each other, and then run. And the next comic panel is just like that poof cloud thing.
Yeah, GiGi would probably leave as soon as possible, too.
Like, Alex is like, GiGi, Moth, now, go, come on!
And we just, like, get the final comic. Like, there's one last comic panel in the park, and it's just, like, her, like, reaching her hand, and sort of like, and then we turn the page to the next comic panel, and, like, this chick is just sitting there, like, just, like, wrecked on top of this fountain. And then we get the eyes open. And it's
dear.
the same blank-colored eyes that you saw Hunter have earlier. And just sort of stands up. And you get the onomatopoeia of the crack, 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 crack.
Oh, I didn't mean to break her bones.
Oh,
And then you just... I'm coming for you guys. And then we turn the page to you guys running.
It's like, Moth, now, hurry!
Okay, Mr. Moth! And she summons him and so he can fly on back with it. And don't throw off this time, Drake!
Yeah, like so that interstitial scene with her getting up is after you guys have escaped.
Right. After we've gone, okay.
So where do you go?
Probably Drake's place or his.
Oh yeah, because we need to talk to the old man.
Yeah, we need to talk to the old guy.
So yeah, just tell us where you live, Drake, and I'll take us right there.
No, Drake just points to the house.
So it's a you get this house, Drake. Describe the house.
It's a house. It's nondescript. It's a dragon hiding. Of course, it's nondescript.
Okay. No.
Yeah, just like the house to the left. You know, it's in that prefab type neighborhood. The house to the left of it, the house to the right look the same. The front yard looks the same. The floor plan is like one of 3.
Nice.
Well, GG is going to land us at the front door unless there's a bad place. Unless that's a bad place, but...
I mean, it's a front door. I mean, the weirdest thing that they're going to see is there's a giant moth landing in their neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, I should probably make him go invisible after we land.
So you land.
Yep, we land. Mr.
You're in front of this nondescript house in a nondescript neighborhood with a nondescript floor plan.
I like the opening of like a Roald Dahl book.
This place is pretty nondescript. All right.
Well, let's go in. I wonder if he's home.
So, Alex, at this point, but does he have Hunter's phone number?
I know GiGi would.
GiGi, call Hunter and tell him that we had to leave because something came up.
Huh? What?
GiGi,
what?
Call Hunter and tell him that something came up and we had to leave because he was going to come back.
Right. Okay, so GiGi texts Hunter, yeah, she texts him, and she says, Hunter, someone came, and she deletes it. Something came up, and we had to leave. Like, is that good?
Tell him to text back whatever information he's found.
You get a text back. Does it have to do with the destroyed fountain?
GiGi just sends a text back saying, I'm sorry.
You just get a facepalm emote. For some
Frowny
reason, it's
face.
a banana.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
And then you get another text back. We've been over this. You don't have to spell out frowny face.
He got the message.
Okay, good. So, and yes, it has everything to do with the destroyed fountain. Okay.
Yeah, we just get a comic panel that's just Hunter. At this point, the destroyed fountain is cordoned off. There are a bunch of police there, and Hunter, like, there's a police officer talking to Hunter. He's like, I go to school over there. I was walking through there. I saw that, and it's just like a seeing of panels of Hunter like being his overly dramatic. Like, and I walked through and I saw this and trying to just be Hunter, and the poor police officer just has this look of, please God save me.
It's like, just stop talking. Holy crap.
Like,
It's all just on the report.
I get 45 other witness statements to take. Will you shut up, kid?
It's like, okay, so you don't know anything. Great, thanks.
Can I see the police report after?
Great.
I want to make sure you got it down right.
So that's the sort of interstitial scene we get there, and we're back to, at this point, inside the nondescript house in the nondescript neighborhood with a nondescript floor plan.
Which inside lived a very nondescript man drinking his nondescript tea.
I wouldn't describe him as nondescript. I think we described him earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but there is no Kiev inside when you get there,
Oh, dear.
which is honestly unsurprising.
He's not home. Okay, cool.
How do you get in touch with him?
He lives here.
Do you have a phone number for him? I mean, like, does he go to work or something?
I actually don't know. He just
Isn't he like your grandpa? I assumed like you're living with an old
No.
man. I assume he's your no.
I don't know. I know he was a former guardian. That's as much as I know.
Guardian of what?
You hear, at this point, you hear, he would not be the former one, child. That honorific fall. And standing at the foot of the stairs is a very much older-looking gentleman. Nora, why don't you go ahead and describe her to do?
Well, first Drake's gonna be like, "Who are you?" You just see this look on Drake's face of like, I don't know what you're doing, who you are, why you're here, but why are you here? But again, you know, not necessarily big and burly, small, aged quite a bit. You know, it's that kind of Jafar look from like when he's the old man going into the Cave of Wonders. And hi, cat.
That's a fun look.
That's a great look.
Yeah.
Scraggly beard, Deckard Cain almost like look even.
Stay a while and listen.
Exactly.
Listen.
But you know, very ornate robes that you would see kind of on a sage elder of the Dragon Clan. Lots of dragon symbols, including a kind of a gilded staff that he's carrying. That's kind of the top of it's kind of golden with the dragon on it.
Oh. He looks really official.
He looks really old.
I mean,
Is this the old man?
No, I don't know this guy.
Children, just because I am old looking doesn't mean I can't hear you. My hearing is very...
yes. Hi, sir. Good to meet you. We're friends of Drake's.
I imagine I've heard stories about you, but I thought
Stories?
I thought I would introduce, considering, even though you have performed adequately in part of the role, your
Art.
other activities leave a lot to be desired.
What?
I mean, he's going to school.
Yes. He also costs about a wheelbarrow full of food a day.
He's not eating out of dumpsters anymore.
That would probably be cheaper. No,
It was, yes. I didn't have to pay for
no
it.
protector of the clans is going to dump. And if you are going to encourage that, young lady,
Oh no.
you would do well.
Why do I want him to eat out of the dumpster?
GiGi would never want to eat out of a dumpster. Neither would I, actually.
But Wednesdays are such good food days.
Not
Kaiser,
eating it.
Yes.
if you brought them here, for why?
Oh, they said some guy was trying to end the brood.
Can we trust him?
Who?
In terrorists.
He just looks at you. We got rid of that god-forsaken spirit.
Fortunately, he appeared in the body of one of our friends and offered Drake here, and apparently
Power
myself.
in exchange for something. He likes
Actually,
Interitus.
actually, freedom, oddly enough.
Interitus is an ancient spirit
Mm-hmm.
who has a vendetta against all of Dragon.
Well, what'd y'all do to him?
Nothing. He attacked us and we won. So he's mad.
Sore loser.
So instead of dying like a good loser should have, no. His rage allowed him to manifest as a spirit. And he has been haunting us for more.
So, what does he want, though? Like,
He wants revenge. He wants all of us to go the same way that he wants to be the one responsible for the extinction of the dragon.
Well, that's not going to work because I like living. I
So
think.
do the rest of them. But it falls to you, whatever allies you can muster.
Hi.
And he looks at Alex and GiGi. So it falls to you to
Hey!
protect us.
Look, we actually do have abilities more than you might think.
They're not. They're actually pretty good.
oh, really?
Yes, GiGi. GiGi, you just sent somebody into a fountain and broke it.
Wait. He looks and goes, "That was you, little one?
Yeah, well, yes, in a sense.
I wasn't
She kinda
talking
hides
to
her
you.
face.
I was talking to her.
She hides her face a little bit, and she's I didn't mean to.
With power like that, you could.
Oh, I missed the entire half of that.
With power like that, you could be a great ally.
Thank you, I think.
Yes. Someone with ability, with the power to throw caution to, with the ability to throw cross a and not care about
I cared.
the collateral damage cost. That's somebody that we could use on our side. And he is attempting to he's shifting your labels there. He is shifting your freak up and your mundane down.
Getting freaky with the dragon.
She doesn't want to believe this, so she wants to resist it. Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead.
I wish she didn't, because I have a lot of conditions.
Are you insecure is the most important question.
I'm super insecure. Oh no.
So you rejected a -2.
Oh, this is gonna be awful.
So what happens when you have all 5 conditions?
Whee!
Nice, you hit. If you attempt to mark a 6th condition, then you find a way to pass out or flee the scene. How is that an 8? Oh, it should be a 6 because it doesn't actually factor in the -2 to that. So that's 6. So yes.
It's a miss.
Yeah, because when you reject it, it doesn't actually factor in the -2 from the insecure, so that's actually a 6.
What about the +1 forward I have, general?
Then you could erase the +1 forward, and that would be a 7. So pass.
Okay, I'd like to pass this one.
Yes. When you reject somebody's influence, on a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 7 to 9, choose the following. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting. Shift one label up, one label down, your choice, or cancel their influence, take +1 against.
So I can choose one of those?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to choose probably to clear the condition.
Okay. In order to do that, you have to act immediately to prove what they're saying.
Okay. And he was saying that destruction is throwing caution to the wind.
That you're powerful and you didn't care about the collateral. That you just didn't care. You just did what needed to be.
Right. Okay. Probably going to mark off the insecure on that one. Because I'm going to respond with, I'll see if it actually makes sense. But she's going to say, I didn't want to hurt her. And I wasn't going to hurt. I didn't want anything around us. I'm good at controlling my powers, and I'm not destructive. I'm not a danger to other people, and you can't make me think that.
He has that sort of like grandpa smile that comes across his face. I'm not attempting to make you think anything, child. Simply saying what I said. And if you are going to get that defensive over it, you should back out who you want to be, what you want to do.
Well, I don't know yet.
As for Interitor, he goes around. He can't sustain himself forever in material vessel. So he needs a willing body. As you mentioned, he can possess people for small periods of time. But he needs a willing party to be able to fully manifest all of his power in this world.
How do we fight something like that?
He looks at Drake. With what you currently have and possess, you can't destroy it. You can only stop it. You need to prove that you belong as part of this. If you do, you will gain access to what you need to be able to fully stop it. But you need to embrace everything about this lineage, be able to put a stop. Right now, your best bet is to stop what he's possessed, force him to find another vessel.
Okay.
Another vessel?
How do we do that?
You mean he's still inside Hunter?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't believe so. Unless your friend was placed in or complicit in what Interitus was trying to do.
Gotta go with no.
He can only possess unwilling people to deliver small.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Within a vessel. That person needs to. Usually, he goes after those who are desperate, offering them a chance at redemption, their life, or something in exchange for him.
You don't think maybe he was working with Bubblegum Lady, do you?
Probably not. No, she was
I just puked on her.
She was just pissed off because Drake puked on her.
Oh, right.
Well, if you wouldn't eat every waking hour of the day, you'd be puking on people now, wouldn't you?
To be fair, I hadn't flown on a giant moth like that before.
It was the first time for me, too.
Well, when you eventually learn to come in, you'll be able to fly.
Oh, you mean those cute little wings on his back every so often?
At this point, you just hear the...
Sorry.
I think they're nice.
Whatever. Drake's just more irritated than anything.
However, I would imagine, considering the damage that you just did to that bubble pop princess, that would be a good place to look for it.
Around the damage that we did to her? That I did to her?
I mean, she's
Just
probably
like-
unconscious.
If she accepted his help, she's definitely not unconscious. She's probably long gone for whatever scene caused.
Well, we don't even know she was accepting his help at all. She just kind of was really mean to us because of what happened. But
I think what he's
we can at
saying.
least check to make sure she's okay.
I think what he's trying to say is that the spirit probably found her and is now working with her because she probably wants revenge on not only Drake but now you.
Oh, yeah. Well, we should probably check on it and also make sure she's at least okay.
God.
Relatively. You don't have any other enemies, do you, Drake?
Do we?
There are many enemies, which is why people would use us for any number of. But the enemy in front of you is the one you.
Okay, well, let's go get this guy wrapped up so I can go back for dessert.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for the help, Mr. What was your name?
He just sort of smiles at you. Kevin.
Gesundheit?
He smiles again and walks back up the stairs.
Goodbye, mister. Thanks for the help.
Have a good day.
Had no clue he was there, and I've been here 2 weeks.
Okay. We should go.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
done. Pretty done here.
I'll get us back.
All right. Well, I feel like we're probably gonna need to suit up on the way over.
Oh, yeah, we probably should.
Well, I can't really do that in front of her, and he's here. I don't want to do this in front of her, so let's get in the air before we get out of here.
So, where are you going?
I
We have
don't
to
know.
go back to the park so we can see the damage from the fountain. See if she's still there.
Why do you have to go all the way back there to find that out?
Oh, we just call Hunter, couldn't we?
Hunter? Oh, yeah, we could. Yeah, right. I could call up Hunter and use some of my minutes, so it's going to be kind of scary. Yeah, I'll call up Hunter.
Why? Wait, you're calling? You never call.
We have an important thing to ask, so I'm going to put you on speakerphone, okay?
Okay.
Is that lady still in the fountain?
What lady? There was no lady.
The fountain that was broken by the school.
Yeah, the fountain was wrecked, and there's like a couple there's 3 trees down, but there's no lady. There was not a lady here at all.
You didn't see
Outside
anybody that was like
Skyline.
in a red jumpsuit with like pink jumpsuit and like bubblegum and bikinis
No.
and such?
No.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Where are you guys going?
Is Alex already out the door?
No, he's listening to this conversation.
Okay, good. Actually, we don't know.
Did you see a lady in a pink bubblegum
No.
suit?
I just said no, Alex.
He said no.
Oh, he said no. Sorry, I missed that.
That's okay. Well, if you see one, don't talk to her, but text us and let us know that you see her, okay? She might be dangerous. She is dangerous.
Yeah,
Don't
she
approach her.
is dangerous.
Yeah, because I'm going to sit there and actively, run into danger when the best thing I can do is a backflip.
I don't know. You seem kind of reckless sometimes.
Thanks, Gian. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't think he meant that as a compliment, Gianna.
Click.
No. We'll talk to you later. Be safe.
And he clicked off after the thank you.
We'll get ice cream. Oh. We should probably... Are we going to suit up still?
I don't know. Where are we going to go?
Ice cream?
We need
Ice
to
cream
probably...
sounds good.
We need to probably fly over the city and see if we can, like, find her anywhere. She shouldn't be too hard to miss.
Just let's take off in the moth and I'll puke again.
Oh. I really don't want that to happen.
Well, you didn't on the way here. Let's go.
Yeah. She was in the fountain. We could try to find tracks there. I don't know. I don't want to... It's during the daytime, right?
Yes.
After school,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Let's just try to fly around and see if we can do some reconnaissance.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah. Should we at least suit up so that people see us on the giant moth and don't recognize us?
Probably a good idea.
That's probably good.
Let's get up there first again. I don't want old man to hear me do this.
Oh, you're gonna do it on Mr. Moth? Okay.
I did last time.
All right, I thought you did when you were coming through. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go out and get on the chariot.
The chariot, okay. So, walk outside.
Okay, yeah.
Wait for Gianna.
Yep, she summons Mr. Moth for you guys to get on, and we get on together and take off.
Alright, so once we get in the air, Alex pulls out his device. He's like, okay. Drake, hold on. Do you have to do a thing?
what?
Never mind. Red Dragon!
We get the stereotypical comic panel, like, suit up thing.
Oh, God.
Jenna like puts on her robe like from her backpack, goes, "Red robe!"
Red Dragon just pats her on the head. Like, you don't have to actually say that. You know that, right?
But it's cool when you do.
I have to. It's voice activated.
Gotcha.
I couldn't just have someone else randomly grab it and activate it, now could I?
No, that makes sense. Are you gonna transform too, Drake?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be a good idea for him to turn into a dragon while he's on a moth.
Probably not.
Editor's
Okay.
note. Editor's note. Godzilla versus Mothula? Question mark?
Ooh, future episode. Mr. Moth goes wild.
You saw what happened last time, right? Like lightning and stuff, it'd probably fry them off.
Or at least us, because we're on it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
I also
We
got
have-
How are you attempting to find our bubble pop princess?
I also got to remember to be careful, because last time I got rocked in the helmet pretty hard, and after I took this thing off, it still really hurt.
oof.
Like, the pain doesn't actually go away when you demorphs.
At least you're wearing a helmet, though.
Right. How are we, I don't know,
We're definitely gonna
flying
fly over the
around?
fountain first, and we're gonna probably fan out from there, I imagine.
Okay.
By the way, yeah, Alex, what should we do?
Just fly. Okay, so start at the area of the scene of the event and spread out from there and see if there's any kind of path or anything or something. I don't even know.
Okay, in that
Makes
case,
sense.
go ahead and whoever is going to be leading this charge can go ahead and roll to assess the situation.
Who is going to be doing that?
Well, you're the Red Ranger, so I imagine you're the leader. Like, I'm just driving. You're the conductor.
Okay,
Choo choo.
right.
I was
So
a conductor.
I'm actually,
Assess the situation is a superior.
yeah. So I'm actually still feeling guilty. Apparently. So I don't know if this takes that into account or not.
It will. The only one that doesn't take into account is the reject.
I miss.
Weird.
Someone can spend the one team you guys have to pop that up to a 7. Just have to explain to me how.
I could actually... That'd be kind of... no, it makes sense. I could spend one actually to do a boost with Mr. Moth, which basically asks a +1 bonus to you. And since we're on his back, he could basically be kind of like helping to heighten your senses with my psychic powers.
That will work.
It's not actually spending a team, it's me spending a burn.
Oh, so you're spending your burn. Okay. All right. So you are no longer have any burn.
No, I have one.
Oh, you have one because you didn't spend it for reality show. That's right. All right, assess the
Correct.
situation.
That's how we got the fountain destroyed.
Yes. On a 7 to 9, asks one of the following questions. Take a +1 while acting on the answer. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly?
What here can I use to find Bubblegum Lady?
Well, as you're sort of going around in this pattern, and you get to the point where you fly over the park, you don't see anything, you do all that, and then you're flying up, and you have sort of this, "Don't, I'm an idiot" moment. You have a full description of what she looks like, and you're a computer hacker.
Right.
We need to stop at the library, don't we?
I can't really do that like this now, can I? Do you have a computer at home?
No. I don't think so. Dad has probably a laptop.
Alright, fine, whatever. Let's go to the library.
Wait, what about your house?
My mom is probably at work, actually. That's a good idea. Let's go.
Cool, I gotta go to Drake's house.
Oh, wait. No. We can go to Uncle Ted's place. He actually knows about this.
Oh, okay.
I think he actually has a computer. He's got one of those with all the voice things. He's blind.
Thank you. So yeah, GiGi will take the initiative as you direct her, hopefully to Uncle Ted's.
Oh, yeah.
So, as you land, why don't you describe the comic panel that is Uncle Ted's abode?
So Uncle Ted's house is only one floor. It's kind of an open, one of those almost ranch style houses, if you will. It's clearly, it is clearly like for a blind man because it's got, there's no like steps upwards. There is a bit of a ramp and whatnot. Even though he's not handicapped like that per se, but still, you don't. I feel like you don't want stairs for like a blind person. But yeah, it's a very typical suburban-ish kind of neighborhood. It's about 20 minutes out from Alex's house, if you will.
So there is one other very important question that needs to be asked.
Okay.
Please go ahead and name and describe the seeing eye dog. Because this is important stuff.
The seeing eye dog. Okay. So the seeing eye dog.
Yes, for the record, you can pet the dog.
Oh yes, absolutely. So it's a golden retriever, by the name of.
Ooh, I have a mean name, so I won't say it.
No. Butch. He's obviously very well trained. Nothing but the best for Uncle Ted. And knows Alex very well. Don't know if he knows Red Dragon very well, but he knows Alex very well.
Well, the thing is, the suit doesn't stop scent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, before you can even ring the doorbell, you're greeted by...
Butch!
Well, it's inside, so like
Right, yeah.
so it's basically the warning system, so Uncle Ted knows somebody's there.
Right. So Alex waits patiently.
You know you have permission to open the door.
Okay, so Alex opens the door. Uncle Ted!
Yes, Alex.
Hey, Uncle Ted, I got a couple of friends here. I was wondering if I might be able to borrow your computer for just a few minutes. We kind of have a bit of a situation here.
Does this have anything to do with that crazy outfit of yours you described to me?
Actually, yes, entirely. Well, not sort. Okay, so she's trying to. So we go in at this point. By the way, we're not shouting from outside the door.
Yeah, close the door behind us.
And Alex actually like takes the helmet off. You know, he's still in the suit, but he takes the helmet off. Like, okay, so yeah. So yes, it has something to do with the suit, but this entity is trying to kill a friend of mine. His name is Drake. He's here, by the way. He knows all about the thing. Drake, Uncle Ted, GiGi, Uncle Ted. This is my friend GiGi and Drake. They're here.
Hi.
I'm sorry, do you have any food?
No, he doesn't for you. He will literally
Just
eat your entire refrigerator.
Yeah, just keep my nephew. Then he, even though you know he can't see, he sort of looks directly at you with those sort of weird, blind, hollow-looking eyes.
Right.
It's a little disconcerting.
Hi,
And he
Uncle
looks and
Ted.
goes, "Just keep the leather off of the chair."
Don't worry about it. So, thank you, Uncle.
Thanks,
know
Uncle
how-
Tad.
Do you know how hard it is to explain to the housekeeper why there are bits of gold and red leather on your chair? That is brown fabric.
Yes, I'm sure I do. I'll stand. Don't worry about it. Actually, like this, he's actually just gonna like demorph for the time, sit back down.
Makes sense.
Okay, so Alex pulls up the internet and starts like typing in descriptions and starts hacking into police databases, which are much easier to hack
You're
into.
not going to have to roll to unleash your powers at this point because you have a pretty good description of her.
Right.
And the first thing you get is an actual police report.
Ooh.
It's got a full picture of her, and a lot of it is just a lot of like petty theft B&Es, but they're like high-end department store type of things. And it's got a full profile. She goes by the name the Heiress. Her real name is Anastasia Belladonna.
Anastasia
and-
Belladonna.
Yes. And the little blurb description you get is Miss Belladonna was a wealthy and spoiled brat who, through the use of her money and connections, decided she wanted to be a hero. When that wasn't exciting enough for her, she decided she was going to rob people, rob things, and get what she. She doesn't like being shown up. She doesn't like, she needs to be the center of attention.
I'm sure getting punched in the face didn't help that.
You also happen to get, now that you have a name, are easily able to get the address to the Palatial Belladonna estate at the outskirts of town.
Oh,
That was easy.
guess that's where we're going.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You think she went back home?
I mean, she's a rich girl.
And she's gone too far. And you know it don't matter anyway.
Let's just go.
See, and you said you didn't want to do the musical episode.
Never said I didn't want to do the musical episode. I wanted to do it on my terms.
Right.
Only my terms.
So, as we're leaving, Alex goes over to Uncle Ted. Like, thanks, Uncle Ted. I really appreciate it. Remind me sometime before the reunion. I need to tell you about my friends here. One of which can turn into a dragon. The other which can manifest creatures of all types. It's actually really cool.
Well,
Alex, I know.
I know.
Remember, I was there 2 weeks ago when you all showed up at the TV station.
I know.
oh yeah, that was you.
Yes, it was.
Sorry about the piranhas. Glad you're safe.
Are you kidding me? That was the most fun I've had in years.
I was gonna say Uncle Ted here is actually really resilient, so
Aw.
He's also a little bit crazy.
a little bit, yeah.
Uh,
It's okay.
I'm GiGi. It was nice to meet you, Uncle Ted.
Nice to meet you as well.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
Let's go.
Drake has stuck his head in the fridge real quick and grabbed a snack on the way out.
Alex, grab Alex.
As you open the fridge, you get a thwap on your hand from the walking stick.
Ow!
You were told no,
The
and it means no.
Right. The next scene you see is
How did you...
the next scene is Drake standing there in a gloved hand, like Alex is clearly back in his suit, grabs him by the shoulder, just pulls him out, like come on.
Aw,
Don't be rude. He was nice to us.
I'm hungry. Can we hit a drive-thru on the way there?
This heiress lady may have food.
Yeah, it's a big estate after all. Eat them out of house and home.
Oh, sweet.
So it takes a little bit to get there because it is on the very outskirts of town, and this is like palatial estate doesn't even do it justice. Like there's a this is so ritzy that there's a gated community to get into the gated community to get into the mansion.
Jeez.
Proper grounds. Like that's how crazy this is. Obviously, you're coming from the air. You don't have to worry about it.
Hey. This flight thing's a thing. So, so as we're flying over, do we see this lady at all?
If you do, you're way too high to see her. She's probably in the mansion. Or at one of the 3 pools out back.
We should probably do a quick sweep around.
Woo! Alright.
Alrighty. So GiGi takes us around. We look to see if like she's in the pools or anything in the background. If we can
You
even see them.
definitely see somebody sunbathing in the back by the Olympic-sized pool.
Does it look like her as we get lower? Actually, if we get low enough, she'll see us.
Let's say you definitely see what appears to be pink, and definitely like one of these. You see the glare off the reflection.
Do you think that's her?
It's gotta be.
Well, let's go say hi.
I agree.
Okay, I believe this is where we want to trigger a team move.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Okay. When you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 team to the pool. So, who is the leader?
So are we jumping in the pool, or...?
Who's the leader? My leader?
I was assuming you are.
I mean, you've got control of the moth, so you have that, but I mean, I guess we could jump off, too.
Yeah, I mean, I figure I'm following his directions.
So, if the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team.
What you do?
Cool.
I'm also going to activate Game Face.
Well, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. We still have to do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Okay. What is everybody's purpose in this fight?
Defeat the bad guy.
Well, we honestly want to help Drake. We want to figure out if she's,
Yeah.
working with this bad person. The, what's his name? The Bringer of Worlds, Bringer of Destruction?
Interitus.
Interitus. Thank you. So, yeah, we want to find out primarily if she's working with Interitus.
Drake?
Oh, I'm here to kill Interitus. Forget stopping him. That ain't happening.
Well, we don't know if
Okay.
she is, but yeah.
So that is not the same purpose, so no team for that one.
Gianna's never going to have the same purpose as us.
Does any member of the team mistrust anybody else in the team?
Mistrust? No.
Yep.
No.
If any team member mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team. I don't think you're ill-prepared or off-balance because you're bringing the fight here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a total of 14.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm
And she's
wondering why she charged my
definitely...
burn, but we'll save that for now.
You have one. You can't charge burn while you still have it.
I wondered. Okay.
So you land, and she's definitely sitting there, sunbathing. What do you do?
Oh, well, as I said, I'm going to activate Game Face.
Okay. What condition are you marking?
Angry!
Fair enough. What are you game facing?
Oh, defeating this Interitus thing. Or at least stopping it for... We can't kill it, but at least we can get rid of it for now.
So you're to be a terrible enemy. Okay.
Yeah.
Works. So yeah, you guys land, and however you describe your superhero landing, but like I said, she's just sitting there, sunbathing.
So Alex, of course, is going to jump off the moth at some point and do some flips and all this stuff and land like about 10 feet away from her. You just slam on the ground, like look up at her, and then just yell out, "Interitus!"
As that's happening, hold on. What's the thing for a roll?
For what?
I'm just rolling a die.
You don't need to. Oh, it's slash roll slash R space 1D whatever.
He may be flipping a coin. I've done this for decisions before.
Okay.
Likewise.
So Drake follows suit, jumping off. His landing is a little bit less stellar. He lands in the pool.
Red Dragon looks over at this. It's just
hold on, stop.
Yeah.
I believe between the two of you, you've definitely triggered something here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh joy.
You have definitely triggered when you make a dramatic entrance.
Since I make
Yes.
a dramatic entrance, we've done that 3 times now.
Alrighty.
We're always dramatic.
Yes, since Drake was the one who specifically said, I'm doing this and was going for it, go ahead and roll plus superior.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Alright. When you make a dramatic entrance, describe how you are entering the scene and roll plus superior, which you did. On a miss, your entrance is dramatic, but in a cringy sort of way.
Oh, that's
Make a
covered.
powerful blow as you completely whiff. And you've already gone ahead and described how you just became a viral sensation. So go ahead and roll to take a powerful blow as you belly flop into this pool.
Where is that?
They're button under conditions.
Don't forget to mark potential for missing.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex just kind of looks over and sees
Or
like,
the button above conditions, I should say.
Yeah.
There's a button above condition.
Yep.
Yeah, it's next where it says conditions.
Oh, I just see a dice for conditions. So,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, this is the fun part. So, powerful blow. When you take a powerful blow, roll plus conditions mark. On a 10 plus, choose one of the following. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or you choose 2 options from the 7 to 9.
What's the 7 and 9 hit?
Lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Actually, going to lose control of power.
That is my absolute favorite option. I've been
Especially
waiting
with this.
3 sessions for this to happen. So you do this jump, you're flipping, you're ready to land, and you time this completely, and you belly flop into this pool.
Ooh.
Well, the problem with this is you still don't quite have full control of your ability to harness the full potential of your powers. So you hit the pool. And as you mentioned earlier, when you transform into a dragon, there is a giant lightning bolt strike that happens.
Oh no.
You're in the pool! You have created a giant wave of whoosh everywhere. So, this lightning bolt strikes the pool. And, again, giant sploosh, giant dragon, strikes you, arcs up off the water, and you see this arc just going across. And all the outdoor lights and cameras pop, 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 everything. To the point where this not only has popped the entire grid of the mansion, off in the distance, you can start to see the lights shutting off in the city proper.
So Alex looks just kind of looking around like, okay, that just happened. He looks in the pool. It's like, Kaiser, what in the world did you? Never mind.
Well,
We're not very
in
good
the-
about breaking things.
So in the pool, what you see is a very wet, very, very red dragon.
So,
The pool,
Yeah.
you can see the steam coming out of the pool.
you just saw this happen, and you have seen the lights go out everywhere. What do you do?
Well, she was going to land nice and calmly behind Alex, but instead she's gonna kind of like veer off a little bit from the ground because she's worried about the water splashing.
Yeah. Alex has to kind of roll out of the way, too. Like, ah!
Otherwise, she's at least going to call out and say, "Are you okay?"
At this point, now she has Anastasia has not stopped sunbathing this entire time. So finally, after you guys do that, she closes one panel of the thing, closes the other pail, puts it down, stands up, looks. You know, for someone who is supposed to have these amazing abilities to make laugh, you are supposed to be the one. And at this point, he reaches down out the ground into what would be her purse and pulls out a spear that should not be fitting in this purse. It's about 6.5, 7 feet long, has this another like 1.5 foot long blade, and it is just glowing with this crackling black energy.
Huh.
I guess they really are that person then.
That's the thing.
So, Red Dragon, you just saw him pull a spear out of a purse.
Him?
What do you do?
Uh,
They, whatever that thing is, just pulled a spear out of a purse.
Alex, or Red Dragon, is going to pull the gun off his belt and start shooting.
All right, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat.
I'm like, pew, pew, pew. Do I get the +1 because this is part of the whole thing?
This is part of the plot of that.
Oh, God, I missed. Never mind.
You do miss.
And +1 probably wouldn't change that, I imagine.
No, it's 6. It's a 5.
No. So you pull the gun out, and there's pew, 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 pew. Like you are pew-pewing to town, and he's just sort of, or she, and Terrat is just sort of sitting there, just like doing the whole spinning of the spear thing, just blocking every single one of these. And the last one, just he hits it, and he turns the spear on the last one and just sort of points the spear directly in the line of the laser. It hits the spear, like hits the point of the spear, goes down one end of the point, comes back out the other end of the point, and fires right back and hits you in the chest. Go ahead and take a powerful.
Can I defend him?
You can.
Should I not roll this then?
You wait for the defend roll.
Okay, so that's the savior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You
so
do have influence.
I do. So let's go with Sassy here. Oh, wait, no, let's actually spend that burn, because I'm worried about that. So...
Okay.
You don't want to mana burn yourself?
Friend protects you. And +1 for the influence.
Ooh, wow.
Alright, that is a full hit. So, defend. When you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, you keep on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Since it's on a 7-9, it doesn't cost you. So you can either add a team to the pool, clear a condition, or take influence over somebody you protect.
We already have 4 team. And the other one was clear condition. Could that be on Alex?
Nope, it's you clear a condition because you did the defending.
I see. I guess I might clear a condition then, just because...
Okay.
I mean, the other ones don't make any sense right now.
Okay, so you clear a condition. As this laser of yours is about to hit you in the chest, you just get the whole, like, shimmery Baymax hug thing happening. So, Kaiser, you are steaming in the water, and you just saw Red Dragon pew 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 to no avail, and then almost get pew pew pewed back, but got saved by Baymax pew 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 covering. So, what are you doing? Also, there's a lot of pew pew.
It was a lot of pew pew.
I don't know what he's doing. What am I doing?
Right now, you're steaming mad in a pool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point he's going to lash out and just directly, like, launch a more or less fireball.
Okay, so he's belching a fireball. Well, you're a dragon, so yeah, you also didn't.
I happen to be dark in this episode, apparently.
Apparently, So you get up and you just this fireball. And the unfortunate thing for you is you're still kind of soaking wet, so water, fire doesn't really work too well.
Aww.
As it's this big, awesome display, and then as it sort of ends up to right where Enteritus is, it just sort of dies out because you're kind of still wet.
So Drake's over here just coughing more water out.
It's chlorinated, too.
Oh, no!
Oh, God!
Oh.
Ugh. And at this point, you just hear, so, you think that you are so brilliant with how you are doing. Allow me to up the stake a little bit. I have a friend I'd like. I think you may be already. Isn't that right, Mr. Cass? And from the mansion, with a full camera that they've had to reset now to the non-electric, the battery-powered one, there's a news crew anchored by everybody's friend, Mr. Chase Cassidy.
Collective gasp.
So, Red Dragon, Chase Cassidy and a full news crew had just come out of the mansion. Full cameras blaring. What do you do?
How many cameras are there?
One right now that you can see.
He's gonna walk up to the camera guy and try to take his camera from him.
Okay. Well, it's... I can't say roll to directly engage a threat because it's not a threat. You just do it.
Okay.
You have this camera.
I pull the battery pack off of it and throw it into the water. Actually, just throw the whole camera in the water, too, with it.
Okay.
I look right at Cassie. It's like, you again? Do you have any idea how annoying you are? Number one. Number two, why are you even here? We're trying to deal with some possessed evil deity, for God's sakes.
I'm here because Miss Belladonna invited me to her house. And as far as I see, the three of you are trespassing on her property, attempting to, I'm not sure what, but from the looks of it, it looks as if you're trying to, physically assault Miss Belladonna.
We're not doing a good job.
Yeah, we're not doing a really good job of that now, are we? Not to mention, did you just see she has a freaking spear 6 feet long?
If she needs to defend herself, I'm not telling her how she needs.
It's a spear! No!
Gianna.
Who does that?
Gianna, Alex, or Red Dragon just walked up and is getting into a nice heated argument with Chase Cassidy as Enteritus / Anastasia Belladonna is sitting there with this spear with this very evil grin on her face. What do you do?
Actually, Alex is getting into Chase's face. Actually, I'd like to assess the situation and see what's going on. Like, why this Chase Cassidy person is working with somebody that we know is evil. Like, can we tell if he's actually a threat?
He doesn't seem to be a threat. Like, every time you've encountered him, he has just seemed to have been like that obnoxious, over the top reporter. But if you would like to assess the situation, I won't stop you.
I kind of do, because I want to figure out what the biggest threat here is, because this is a very strange situation.
Then go ahead and roll to assess the situation.
Yep, assessing the situation. That is superior. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I don't get any kind of boost for this, right? Because it's
Nope,
everybody
you've
else.
already used your +1 forward, so that's
Yep.
not...
Yep, that's gone.
Yeah, so you're looking around, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and, well, so I need you to bear with me on this, because
Yeah.
even though that they have quote-unquote personalities, your magical things are still constructs.
Yeah, that's correct.
So technically they're objects.
For sure.
So as you're trying to look around and figure this out, Anastasia gets a little bored and goes up to where she knows the construct still was, charges up the spear with his black energy, and just stabs the spear, and the construct just boosh
Into Sassy?
Into a explosion of magical energy.
Oh my gosh!
I need you to take a powerful blow.
I'm so mad at you right now!
I will full disclosure. Let me read the moves here. So the 3 moves that Interitus has. You've already seen one. Offer power in exchange for a host body. The other 2, summon a weapon of mythic might, and destroy a nearby object.
Oh, so the trifecta.
Mm-hmm. How do you guys keep rolling these so low on the freaking powerful blows? So you get to mark 2 potential there for back-to-back misses.
Yay!
And describe to me how the sight of seeing your friend imploded doesn't bother you that much.
It does, but it shouldn't. But I guess upon seeing that, and seeing what she does, well, for one, Gianna, like, she freaks out at first, then she kind of, like, tries to kind of concentrate for a bit, and she can still feel, like, what she knows is Sassy. Like, she can still kind of envision him. And she's like, it's okay. He's still there. He's still there. You're a very evil lady! And... you're clearly possessed. We have to get rid of this somehow.
I'm not evil. Oh.
Can we mind blast her?
I am strictly mission oriented. I hold no grudge against you, nor do I hold grudge against your friend, the Pleather Pen. The only one I hold a grudge against, sitting there choking on chlorine.
He's our friend too, and we're not going to let you hurt him.
So you just got accused of choking on chlorine. What do, Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser at this point is going to be very done now. Coughed up enough water. And, well, we're gonna kind of unleash the full potential of the dragon here. And raise anything so...
Discord is discording.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear some people.
Hi.
It's
Hi.
we're back, I think.
Oh, barely.
Last one, the hot.
Give us a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Technical difficulties?
Yeah, leave the call. Hi, we're back.
Hi, we're back.
Hello.
Hola.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties that were beyond our control. So, as I said, Kaiser, you just got accused of being nothing more than a dragon who swallows chlorine. What do you do?
Kaiser's now extremely angry. Because, one, the water tastes bad, and 2, yeah. So, He's going to attempt to unleash the full potential of the fire dragon here and engulf this thing in a basically napalm-like substance that he lights on fire from.
Oh boy!
So roll freak here. Is that the correct?
Well, what are you attempting to do specifically?
He's attempting to launch a liquid napalm out of the dragon's stomach, more or less, or fire sac, to ignite stick it on her.
Oh, wow.
If you're trying to attack her specifically, that's still directly engaging
That's
a
still
threat.
direct.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's not affecting the environment, and also it'd still be directly engaging a threat. Well,
Can we
so
spend a team to boost that?
you would have to each spend a team to boost that to get it to a 7. But you can.
We have 4 of it, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
So we could spend 2 team, right?
I agree.
All right, so you guys want to spend a team each. Describe how you're helping.
That dragon's gonna shoot more laser beams.
So he kind of realizes what's going on and just picture him yelling at Cassie, pulls the gun out and just pew 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 without looking. Pew 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 pew. All right.
Gianna's already in conversation with this lady, so she's actually still on Mr. Moth because she hasn't landed yet, and so she's gonna set a little bit of a psychic disturbance at her to kind of throw her off balance.
So basically, the fireball, the lasers, and this sort of psychic blast all just sort of converge on Enteritus at once. When you directly engage a threat on a 7 to 9, choose what you trade blows. On a 7 to 9, choose one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Well, since we're going to create an opportunity,
Alrighty.
we
So-
could just light the corporal form of the body that it's inhabiting on fire with napalm.
Napalm sticks to all the chill. I'm not going to sing that song.
Oh,
Wow.
There
The
are
song is-
children in the room, friend.
For the record, my mother taught me that song. Anyway, so you definitely light her on fire, and she is definitely glowy, melty, but she sees what you're doing, and in response to sort of doing that, she's just gonna look at you, and just you don't understand the gift you just rejected. And she chucks this spear at you. I'd like you to go ahead and take a powerful blow.
oh God!
That's good.
Wow.
That's good. On a 7 to 9, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions.
I only have one condition to take.
So if you mark 2 conditions, you will be out of the fight.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
So describe what happens when this spear of pure dark energy hits you.
So it doesn't directly hit. It hits kind of the upper shoulder area,
Mhm.
and it's you just hear the screeching of a dragon at this point. Kind of like the Game of Thrones dragon. Spoilers. Dragons getting hit by spears, whatever. Type thing. and you just see Drake slump over and the sphere fall out as he reverts back into his normal form and just slumped over at the bottom of the now dry pool.
Yep, because he definitely burned all that.
So did conditions reset after that, or how
Nope,
does that
they
work?
stay marked. You are out of this battle. So
I get potential for that, or what?
it was a miss. So no, it was a hit. So you don't get potential because you actually hit.
Oh.
You get potential for the miss on the danger roll. You do not get potential for the powerful blow.
Okay, so that puts me at 5. Does that do anything?
All right. When you reach your 5th potential, you get to mark an advance. Right now, you only advances that are available are the ones that are above that line. So while you are out of this fight, go ahead, take a look, read those, figure out what advance you want to take. Get back to me on that, and we are going to go to Red Dragon. You're yelling, screaming, and you hear, and then you just hear this cacophony of sound as there's a belching fireball, and then the sound of a spear hitting something, and then a thud as now Drake is sitting there unconscious in the bottom of the dry pool.
So
Gianna does scream out as well, just so
right. So
add that to the pool.
yeah. All right. So Red Dragon's going to turn and see this, and he's going to completely ignore Mr. Cassidy for the time being and scream out, "Kaiser!" At the same time, he's going to run directly towards her and basically just body tackle her.
Okay. Roll to directly engage a threat. You do still have the +1 ongoing from Game Face. That is a 9. Or is that a 10?
That's a 9.
Okay, your danger is only 1. Okay.
Yeah, my danger's only 1.
So, Gianna, you have the option of making that a 10 if you'd like.
I would like, but I'm gonna do it first by seeing if I can charge my burn and help with my potential boost.
In this, you cannot because it's in the middle of after resolving a roll. So
fair enough. So I'll do the team then. I mean, this is important. It's time to team.
All right, how are you doing it?
Okay, so you're tackling her to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Gianna is going to she's gonna laugh at Mr. Moth and resummon Sassy to kind of fall on top and kind of like help you tackle her, as it would. Bear hug.
I'm disappointed. I really wanted you to summon Sassy on his hands and knees behind her, so she just tripped over him as she fell backwards.
That's
what
really good.
wanted.
I want to do that now. Can I change my move?
You can.
Yay!
So with that spending of a team, that puts us to 1 team. But that does mean it goes to a 10. So on a 10, you trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'm going to impress the opposition and resist, avoid their blows.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
At this point, it's probably a good idea.
Absolutely.
So she is definitely shocked at the speed at which you responded to that. So she falls, trips, does the whole thing over, Sassy's are sitting there just like a poop, and just, yeah, so she sort of just looks up. Very well, then. As I said before, I have no problems with you. She points to Red Dragon, or you. And I have proven that this, and she points to the carcass of Drake in the pool, is no match for you. Tell your friend the next time he encounters me will be the last. As I said, I have no problem with you, so I'm giving you the opportunity to leave. before, and you hear coming closer and closer in the back. What do you do?
My dragon's gonna stand there and stare for a while. Then he's gonna slowly.
It's getting louder and louder.
I don't know. Then he's just gonna stare at her for a while. And he's gonna like kind of stoically turn towards and walk towards Drake and kind of lean down and figuring the Sentai suit gives him the ability to pick Drake up and just carry him. I'm gonna look towards GiGi and be like, let's get out of here.
I think he needs a hospital.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
So you guys fly off, and as you fly off, we get a scene where it's Chase and Interitus or Anastasia talking, and he just looks at him. Did you get the information you needed? And this evil smile crosses over Cassidy's face. Not fully, but enough to begin. This is going to be quite interesting. I know that you have a mission to eliminate the one they call Kaiser, but if you'd like some entertainment, there'll be more than one dragon falling by the time I'm done. So, we turn the page again. Where have you guys flee to?
Well, I imagine we need to take him to the hospital, but where are we really going to take him?
Probably.
How about how about his home, like with the old man there?
Yeah.
So if they're all dragons, maybe they can help him.
Yeah, let's take him home.
Okay, we're taking him back then to the house that he took us to earlier, so his house, we assume.
You get there, it's exactly where it was the last time. A nondescript house in a nondescript neighborhood with a nondescript floor plan.
And we break through the nondescript door,
Yeah.
so that we can
take
him in there and... Go on.
Yeah, we open the door, and I'm yelling out the guy's name, who's I can't really pronounce.
Paradu?
I don't know. I am still in Red Dragon form, by the way. I have not actually, undone that.
Fair enough. So he sort of saunters down the stairs and sees the unconscious body of Drake and just... I take it didn't go well.
It did not.
He's hurt really bad. Is there anything we can do to help him?
He'll be... Powers of our line give him a toughness that most could only dream. However, if you are really concerned and want to wake him up, he walks over, opens the cupboard, pulls out a box, close it. You get a close-up on the box. Kestrel Crunchies, dragon flavor, or 4 dragons. Just pulls out this ridiculously large hunk of beef jerky, and basically smelling salts it in front of Drake's face.
Food?
See, all you need is a dragon snack. He flips you. Basically, he Scooby snacks the beef jerky to you.
Also, what? Oh, that hurt.
I don't think we won that one.
I don't think we did either.
You think? I got a spear in my shoulder. Also, how the hell did you pull the spear out of that bag?
Interitus has many abilities, one of which is an arsenal of mythic weapons. However, more importantly, we have something else you should probably answer for. He walks over to the computer and pushes a button, and there's just a replay GIF of you falling into the pool over and over and over again. And it's at this point the Instagram is just #DrakeFail.
It wasn't my best performance.
No, the only thing saving you is everybody thinks this is the performer Drake and not you.
It was pretty spectacular. Bad, but it was spectacular.
Spectacularly horrible.
Right. It was.
But the fact that you're back here alive, given the state he was in, tells me you at least did enough to impress Interitus.
Yeah.
Which means that he's toying with you, probably. He likes to toy with prey.
It didn't feel like toying. You might tell my shoulder that.
Well, he doesn't consider you prey. He considers you a victim. They're prey.
Us?
Oh.
You're the goal. They're the fun. Now it's late. I suggest everyone be getting home to where they meet. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, don't you all have a community project tomorrow?
Oh no!
Red Dragon looks at him and says, I'm not sure what you're talking about, sir.
He just looks. Dragons have many more talents than you would think. I'm not saying I know you. I'm not saying I don't know you. I'm just saying is I know that you should be getting the young girl home because I know she has a school project tomorrow.
Right.
Uh,
I'll totally buy that. Gives the kind of nod of the helmet. Just kind of, if you could see inside his helmet, he kind of gives a kind of a bit of a wink, like, okay, I gotcha. Like, you know, you know, okay.
Like, I'm not saying I know, but I know.
Yeah. You know what?
The out-of-game answer for that is dragon. Scent. Again, we established scent doesn't change.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Alex is just going to make it official. He's going to, you know what? Okay, you know, that's fine. He powers off the suit just in front of him. It's like, okay,
Well,
you know.
go ahead and trigger the other part of your mask ability then.
He looks at you and says, I'm assuming you know how to keep a secret, sir, so I'm going to trust you.
Considering I kept a secret of generations of dragons for how long, I believe I can keep your identity safe.
Thank you, sir. Okay. I don't really do that in front of people, but... okay. We should go.
Yep.
Yeah. Now,
yeah.
How much potential have you gotten off your damn moves again?
Well, I don't know. Does the game phase count today? We don't know if we did that or not.
Technically, what your game face was doing was you were there to you were trying to stop Interitus to protect Drake.
So
You did, but you didn't. So what I'm gonna say is, you didn't make progress towards it, but you did make progress towards it.
okay.
So you're not going to get to you didn't fulfill your goal because you didn't stop him. But you did make progress. So that is, make a note that you have game face active for Interitus.
Oh, that's still going then.
Yes,
Can you have game face active for more than one thing?
you can.
Oh, okay.
But remember, that's going to come into play. You're going to keep marking conditions if you don't make progress towards that.
Can I ever deactivate that?
Nope.
I mean, that's gonna fill me up real fast.
Yup. The double-edged sword of the Janus.
I'm sure we'll find Terradus again somehow.
So, at this point, we turn the page. It's the next day.
We're not getting ice cream, are we?
No.
Yeah, it's the next day. You guys are all sort of there. You've all been split up in different sections of the city. And due to some random chance, Drake and Hunter and Gianna and Alex, your job is to fix the water fountain. And it's actually a good thing this is the project because the entire city is still without power. So with this
Drake's in a
going...
sling at this point.
Yeah. So at this
Arm's
point,
pretty missed.
at the end of the session, Each player rolls plus the named label. In this case, it is Savior. The team may choose to spend team on each roll as per the normal rules to help. There is only one team to play with.
Aha!
What I want you to do in this case is on your sheets, if Insecure is marked, unmark it for this roll. And then go ahead and roll Savior.
Okay.
All of us?
Everybody. This is for the test.
Ooh.
Okay, I got one more roll to make here.
I'm the only one who only sort of hit that.
There is one team left if someone wants to explain how they used it.
Well, what about Drake? We got to make sure he makes it. Oh, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
I'm the only one who didn't. By one.
I mean, we might as well use the other team to help you. Like, Gigi's definitely got to, like, do what she can to kind of, like, help Alex, like, clean up the trash or clean up the mess faster. Like, it's a team effort.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like the flashback is just like all the other teamwork that you guys did earlier, like when you guys were getting your butts whipped. Like that's the flashback. I'll 100% give you that. So everyone needs to do the following: on a 10+, you passed with flying colors. Mark one potential, or shift up the Savior and down any other label of your choice.
I think I'll take the potential here.
Same.
Potential resets, right? After you hit up. Yeah, I'll take the potential too.
Alrighty.
Also, one thing, Drake, Jonna has like a little brown bag that she gives to you.
Oh, what's this?
Well, I don't want you to eat out of the garbage or anything anymore and taking other people's lunch, so I made an extra sandwich just for you. Just.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll to comfort and support.
Who?
Talking to me?
I am talking to Gianna.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is good. Don't be bad. Yay, I miss! Oh. I'm sorry.
So you take the sandwich, and I think that how this is going to work, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that Drake is still not quite very adept at reading social cues. So instead of the oh, thank you for being a friend, he's like, ooh, food! And completely ignores the fact that Gianna's trying to be a good friend.
Aww.
Drake grabs the sandwich, just rips it out of the bag, and starts scarfing it down.
Yeah, Gianna's happy either way.
So mouth full. Like if I had a slice of pizza still, I'd stuff it in my mouth. And be like,
So I get it. You only have this food obsession, so you can eat while on stream. I got it.
Makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. So we get sort of like the full page. It's just everybody sort of like helping out, trying to move things, pick up debris, and all that. There is a construction team there that's sort of like trying to repatch the statue.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry, not to interrupt. I have influence over Drake.
That would be a 7 then.
Yeah.
In that case, hold that thought. All right, on a comfort and support, on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they.
You have 5 conditions, Fred. You're losing one of those.
If they open up to you.
Oh.
What kind of sandwich is it? And does it have ketchup on it?
No, it doesn't have ketchup. It was a PB&J.
Who determined this? Peanut butter and grape jelly. I didn't ask the other important question, though. Chunky or smooth?
Oh, yeah.
Smooth?
I mean, like, every wrong answer is just...
Darn it!
No, right?
Like,
No!
legitimately, just think of the answer you want to give and give it another
And then
one.
give the other one.
So Drake's eating the sandwich, and it's that you get from the peanut butter.
And because he's partial dragon, it's even funnier.
It's like a dog with peanut butter in its mouth. But at the same time, Drake does finally get his mouth clear and is very appreciative. He hasn't had anyone who's brought him food without also shoving him off their porch.
So, is he opening up or expressing that in any way?
Yes, he's he gives you out a big hug and then goes off to Nurse's pointed shoulder.
Okay, I think for Drake that's opening up.
A one-armed hug because there's not much at the other arm.
So what are you doing? Label shifting, market potential, or clearing a condition?
Definitely clearing one of those conditions. Yeah.
I think so. I know what I think the most appropriate condition to clear is, but I'll let you pick.
We're taking Afraid off.
That was the one I was thinking was the most appropriate.
That works.
Mm-hmm. So we just get this sort of like homage or a barrage of panels, just everyone sort of working together, cleaning up, and then we turn the page, and then we get to the last page again, and it's the black room again, and this time there's three bubbles. We have we have the one that we know is Chase Cassidy, and all the villains sort of have like their own little distinct style of comic bubble, so you kind of know who they are a little bit. So we know Chase Cassidy's bubble, we know Intericus's bubble, we know this third person. So we all know who the people are. And the mysterious person just goes, so from what I understand, we will soon be on our way to removing the final obstacle from our plan. You have everything set in motion, Chase? I do. And as for you, Interitus, was it? Yes. All you want from us is the ability to be the one responsible for killing Kaiser? I will help you achieve whatever goal it is that you have, as long as I can be the one to put an end to that God-forsaken. And the last panel is the first time we've seen a close-up of whoever or whatever this is. It's just a mouth close-up. And there's a grin. There's this grin. And this is the second to last panel. And the final panel of this grin turns the panel 90 degrees. And the grin is the crescent moon.
Ooh, that's good.
Back cover. So now we have end of session moves.
Hurrah!
Alright, so
do one of these live.
At the end of every session, everyone gets to choose one of the following. You can grow closer to the team, you can grow into your own image of yourself, or you can grow away from the team. Since this was very much a Drake-centric episode, let's start with Drake.
So Drake's going to grow closer to the team.
Alrighty. Explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, either clear a condition or mark potential.
So obviously GiGi has, protected, provided a sandwich, kind of, made Drake feel better after getting stabbed the giant.
Right. So we've already determined that Gianna does in fact have influence over Drake, so you get to do some label shifting. Is there any labels that we cannot touch in one direction or another?
No.
No. Of Drake's labels, not yours.
Oh, gotcha.
No.
So
I have 00201.
Okay, so label shift accordingly.
So the way he acted, was not very superior because of the way he fell. Definitely danger, but yeah. Because the way you engaged, the way you made everything explode, and the way you fought, it wasn't a bad danger, but it definitely did make you appear a lot more threatening. So yeah, so probably lower on the superior and higher on the danger.
That makes 100% sense.
Can you go negative? Yeah,
yep, -2 is the lowest it can be.
Okay.
So danger up, superior down. And with that, we will move right over to Gianna.
Wait, don't I get to choose?
Either clear a condition, mark potential, clear a condition or mark potential.
Oh yeah, okay, we're clearing.
I thought you might. So it's in Gianna. And
Yes.
the session move for you.
And that's okay.
So you're growing closer to the team, growing into your own image of yourself, or growing away from it?
I feel like I'm getting closer to the team because we're getting to know them. Like we got to see Drake's family, as it were.
Okay, so explain who made you feel welcome.
Oh, what do you think? Honestly, I would probably have to say Drake again because he trusts us with information,
Okay.
and also because like at the end he took my sandwich and didn't say it was bad or anything.
Okay, so Drake, do you have influence over Gianna?
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, you get to do a label shift.
Okay. What? I guess. What? Can we move everything, or what?
Everything is good, from what I understand.
Yep, everything's fine.
We'll move Savior up and Danger down.
Okay.
That makes total sense. And we have Alex.
I think Alex is growing closer to the team too, because this was, oddly enough, as much as this fight to him was kind of a failure, it showed him that the three of them really care about each other.
All right, so who made you feel welcome?
Probably Drake, just because we met his family.
All right, Drake, you have influence over Alex.
I do.
Then label shift. Is anything off limits?
Free cannot go down. That's it.
Okay.
So, probably Danger up and Savior.
I think that makes sense for how things went.
Okay.
All right. So with that, we'd like to thank everybody for watching. This has been Bay City Comics presents Next Gen. Keep an eye on our Twitter for when the next time we're going to be doing this is. We might be back Wednesday, depends on how things go there. But we will be back to, in theory, our regularly scheduled Bay City Chronicles next Sunday, right here at about 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, give or take. So on behalf of OPT Lawyer, Norestra, and Chameleon Ice, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.
Bye.
Good night.